Welcome to Mrs. Peach Thrifty Living. I'm so happy you're here today. I had a couple of things I want to talk to you about today. My first one being, in 2 days from now, I'm going to have a root canal. I am not excited about that. You know, I've really tried to take care of my teeth, and over the years, I've had a lot of money put in these teeth of mine, and they're still not the prettiest. I never did get braces, but what happened, in February this past year, I had, and I know I probably mentioned it on my videos, I had a bridge put back here. Delta Dental, little insurance policy. It used to be Costco, and then Costco, I guess, discontinued it, but Delta Dental went ahead and offered it to whoever. I think it's about $150 a year, and it is a big savings when you go to their chosen dentist, which in each area there's several you can choose from. A crown on this before back here, and a fake tooth. And that needed to be changed because I was having a cavity under the crown. And so they felt like they could just clean that up, and then I got a new crown. I don't know, it was about $1,100, my part. The last, I'd say, a month, I started having I would feel that it was hurting under there. I couldn't quite pinpoint which tooth it was. Whether it was the very back one or the one just in front of my fake tooth. And then it became a little swollen, and I thought, oh, I got to do something about this. So I called them, and I went in a couple days ago, and they did x-rays, and it is infected. They said I needed a root canal. I thought, oh no. The good thing I have to tell you in all this, which I'm not excited about having a root canal, but the dentist looked at it and he said, since you just got this in February, he said, we will do the root canal for you, fix a new bridge for you. It hooks over the crown hooks over both of my other teeth, and then I have the fake tooth that holds it all together. And he said, we won't charge you for that. So thank the Lord, it's not going to be a charge. Well, it still costs a lot for a root canal, and I don't know how much anybody else is charging, but it's pushing $1,000. So, anyway, but I am so happy to get it done, but I'm really dreading it too. You hear all these stories. Some say, oh, it's not so bad. And I will tell you, in my past, I was deathly afraid of the dentist going. Actually, when we were growing up, we didn't go to the dentist. I think I went when I was 16 or 17 for the first time. And I was so scared, I passed out. And then the dentist said, well, I can't do anything till you take her to the doctor. So they found out I was okay, but, I was just scared to death to go. I have to say, maybe that's one reason it's good to take your kids and have regular checkups where they don't have that fear of the dentist. It took absolute years for me to get over the fear of going to the dentist. And now I have to tell you, I am not. I mean, you get a little tensed up, but I am not afraid of going to the dentist. And I thank the Lord for that, because that's really a small miracle, or maybe I should say a big miracle. There's so many things I have that is happening. I have a couple of wonderful videos and I don't know that I'll put it in 2 or 1, depending on the length of them. I made 2 different recipes, and I will be showing you those. And then our potluck, I have a little video of that, but it's going to come later in the week. Someone has said to me one time, are you running out of anything to do? Well, at this point, no. This has been such a blessing. A couple of my friends, and I don't know whether they're going to be okay with this or not. My mountain home, and she has a wonderful channel, and Life with Patty. She is an avid reader. Both of these girls are, and they like to do book reviews. And of course, I've always read, but not like them. And of course, I think they read the more up to date books. But I wanted to show you a book and talk about a book that I just recently read. Actually, I read it a long time ago. And I know I told you before that I had some of my granny's books she would belong to a book club. It was a Christian book club. They used to get books in the mail, and this one, it was 1956, the copyright of this, and that was my granny. I just read this book, and it was so good. It's called Northwood Romance by Massey, and I found a cover of it on, I will post a little picture of the cover of it on Amazon. Now, I don't know how available it is and whether you could get it, but it was really a good book. This started out in the olden days. There was still the Indians and the forts. Ended up killing everybody and scalping most everybody. There was 2 people that got away and 1 that was captured. Then the story goes on, and it tells about the preacher in the town of near the fort. You know, he was doing his job. Plus, as a blacksmith, that was his side job, and of course he was trying to help everybody, and he needed to make a living. So in the meantime, he was interested in this girl that ended up getting carried off by the Indians, and they ended up, the girl, it tells a little about her and how she was carried off with a gun, and one that took her back to the village, and his wife, kind to her, and he was probably the only Christian in the whole Indian village. They treated her very nice, and eventually they ended up taking her. She could be set free. Actually, they sold her for $25. The Indian couple gave her back the $25, and the people that bought her were kind to her but wouldn't let her out of her sight. Of the time with his dad, that they lived among the Indians, and he knew a lot about it, and he knew the rivers and all. And the colonel at the fort asked him to make some maps that was really helpful for all of the fighting that was going on among the Indians and the Americans and the English holdings at that time. Maps, and then somebody stole them, and so they'd ask him to go get them, and he offered to paint himself up with this walnut paint. You know, they made a mixture of it, and he could pass as an Indian. And so he stepped into that role, and it tells all about him following the trail and following the Indians and trying to get these maps back. I will tell you that the girl, the preacher guy, did get back together, and it was a beautiful story. And I don't know that you could find one like this, but this they have a whole that up. Has quite a few books written. This one was excellent, and if you come across it, I don't know that you could get it at the library. That is different for me. I hope you enjoyed a little bit of that. Go check out the girls. I'll leave their links, and I'll even leave the link of the exactly what they call this hashtag for the book reviews. And it's supposed to be on Thursday. I don't know if they're okay with me putting it on the day I'm putting it on. It's not Thursday. I hope you have a great day. And I have a lot of things going on this week. I'm getting ready to go meet my friends at the donut shop. Looking forward to this beautiful weekend. God bless you all. And remember, Jesus loves you. I don't want to ever forget And I hope you'll never forget that, how much Jesus cares for you and he loves you. He wants to be there. He wants to be your constant companion. And that's what I'm so thankful for. He is for me. God bless you today. And I will see you tomorrow on Marvelous Monday. Bye-bye.